Cassharie. She's funny. She has a resting face. And she don't like people, but she's so funny and loving when you get to know her. But you have to get to know her. She's unintentionally sarcastic. Like, she doesn't know that she's being sarcastic. It's just like, when we're having normal conversations, she'd be like, oh, that was so funny.
She's funny. She's outgoing.
She's a wonderful kid.
She's spirited. She's very honest to a fault sometimes.
That girl, she gets on my nerves, but I honestly love her. This morning, she popped up on me because I stole some of her clothes.
Loves to f***ing eat home cooked meals. Loves fish and grits. Yes, she does.
Very guarded on her feelings, and that's inside and outside of the house. She's not an emotional type of person. It takes a lot to get her emotions out. Cassharie first got sick in Okinawa, Japan. I was active duty Air Force in Okinawa, and Cassharie was 3 years old at the time, and she went to daycare. And they sent her home because she had a fever.
We noticed she had a little jaundice in her eyes. Took her to the doctor. And that's when they determined she had a problem with her liver. And it went downhill from there.
They couldn't do anything in Okinawa, so they would send us to Hawaii. So from Hawaii, that happened maybe 2 days later from the time we took her to the emergency room. So they tested the family members. So her father and I were tested. We called other family members to see if they could come be tested. My sister and my father came.
Cassharie found a donor. It was my daddy. Out of 10 people.
We're both a match, but his portion of liver was more sufficient to sustain himself and to get part of his liver.
San Diego, California. February the 10th, 2001 is when we landed. February the 12th, we was on the cutting table. Took half of mine, took hers out, gave her my half, and voila.
I spent about 6 months in California going through rejection after rejection, going through steroids, and she had several funny moments during this medical trauma in her life. She gained a lot of weight, her face was really round, and she was demanding certain things. Like, she was demanding, like, I want pancakes, I have to have pancakes.
Just had a little steroids, you know, made her angry as hell. Oh man, she was angry. Now that was adjustment. She get mad about everything, especially food. My baby wanted to fight me over a cheeseburger.
But Cassharie got really big. She was like, if you've seen Willy Wonka, Blueberry Girl, that's how she looked. It wasn't a joke at that time, but it's really funny now.
And then the medicines that I would take, you know, the side effects, I was very big. I was a fat kid, you know? And I like pancakes and burgers, you know? Delicious.
We went through many ups and downs as a family because Zaisha is only 4 years old and going through these changes also. Like, she was in school and now she's out of school and missing 6 months of education, and it is difficult.
Me and Cassharie finally went to school, and kids are disrespectful. Kids wouldn't hang out with my sister because she was different.
said she was nasty looking. They wouldn't touch her skin because she had eczema as well. And it was really bad. When she stresses out, it gets bad. So I'm always there to calm her down. That's what I do as a big sister. If my parents aren't there, then I obviously take that role.
Yeah, she's like my second mom, but we're the best of friends. She's my only friend, technically. I have other friends, but you know, my bestest friend that I always go to. It was hard being without her in the hospital. I always missed her. And then I would have to spend my birthdays, holidays, and stuff in the hospital. Who wants to do that without their sister? Their best friend. The kids were very mean though. They teased me. They wouldn't do any group work with me, so the teacher had to do group work with me. That was sad, you know. It doesn't really hurt, but it does hurt. But you learn that life is about pain, sorrow, and happiness. That was real deep. But I know I sound sarcastic, but I got deep right there.
I prefer being around your family more than my family. That's because y'all are really old. Your parents are more accepting of the reality that people go through. Like teenagers nowadays, they've been there, they've done that. Like my family, they know about it, but they don't be caring. Like they still just be like, no. And like it's not like open for discussion. Although now that we're older, they're kind of more lenient with it, but we don't have open discussions like your family does.
Your family is very close, and it kind of like, your family reminds me of my family, except for y'all are to the next level. Because my parents have always been very open with me, like, about their past, which hasn't been the best. But now that they are holy and sanctified, it's kind of hard to talk to them about topics that you would talk to your parents about without being judged as harshly.
School now. School now is very different from school from back then because I'm not in the hospital as much. I do have to take medicine every day for the rest of my life, every morning and night, so I don't die. And I don't want to die, so I take my medicine. It's not my time yet. It wasn't when I was 3, and it's not now.
Zaysha is my oldest. She takes good care of her baby sister, always did. That's her real pride and joy. Sister drives her crazy, but she loves her to death. Ain't nothing she wouldn't do for her. And ain't nothing her baby sister wouldn't do for her. They're close, very close. Just like this family, very close.
Zaysha's become a second mom to her. She really takes a big sister role seriously, and I'm grateful to have my girls so close and to have Cassharie have someone to look up to and be close with while she's in her college years. In the hospital.
This camera is so intimidating.
You're talking to me.
You're very intimidating sitting like that.
Sure, I'm chilling.
Yeah, I
Shut up, baby. This is recording.
How we coming
Why
in?
do you need me to go into details when my wife went in details?
My name's Cassandra Waters. How do I do that? It's gonna be at the bottom. Talk about the first
Cassharie Waters.